Yo, what is up guys, it's Revive here, and today we're going to be talking about divisions in Call of Duty World War II. Whether you know them or not, you know that these things are pretty important to your gameplay and to your game style, so we're going to kind of break down all of them, and we're going to talk about some of my favorite ones. So this video might be a little long, but if you bear with me, I'll share some tips with each division, and which one I think would benefit you depending on your play style. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump in with the infantry division before we even jump into some of my favorite ones. Let's break down to what each one of these things do. So we're going to talk about the infantry division. Now this is basically more focused on the rifles, but you can use SMGs with these, and sometimes SMGs play a little better in the infantry division than others. So let's go ahead and get into this. First thing, only on rifles you get a bayonet. So you can bayonet charge people, or you can panic knife people. You can get that with the infantry division, which is very helpful. And some of those, surprise moments, or when you know someone's there and you just want those extra points, you can bayonet charge them, and you get some extra XP. Let's see, so you get that, and you also get 2 extra primary attachments, or an extra primary attachment, really. So you can pretty much go from only having 2 attachments to having 3, and then 4 with your bayonet. So that's a pretty cool thing to have, and I've used that on SMGs a lot, and it's really good to have. And also, you can put 1 attachment on your secondary. I believe that's what you can also do, and as well as aim. When you aim down your sights, you can actually move a little faster when aiming down your sights. So that can also come into play with SMGs, even LMGs as well. Whenever you're just in those situations where you're going to have to kind of aim down sights to go around a corner, you can move a little faster using the infantry division, so it definitely benefits when using a different gun. So that's the infantry division. It's pretty simple. These divisions are pretty simple, but very effective as well. Let's talk about the airborne division now, and I think the biggest thing here, and something a lot of people were kind of not very proud of, that you only get this in the airborne division, was suppressors. So if you use the airborne division, you do get suppressor for your SMGs only, and you can take it off and put it right back on. This does allow for some tactical gameplay, so if you're in their spawn and you're just going to spawn trap them, I would suggest putting on the suppressor so they have a harder time finding you. And it's really fun using a suppressor, and you do get a little bit more XP and some extra medals doing that. You also sprint longer distances with this, and once again you can use a rifle with this. So I've used rifles on the airborne division, and I've been able to run a little longer using a rifle. You can also run a little faster, and you climb over obstacles faster. So airborne is more focused on fast-paced movement. So I usually run airborne a bit, but I've actually been running other divisions that really are a little better than the airborne in my opinion. So that's the airborne division. Armor division, you do get a bipod on your LMGs, and it's only your LMGs. I don't really use armor division, but you do get a rocket launcher, you get an extra piece of equipment, and you throw equipment faster and farther while sprinting, so that does help for some fast gameplay movements. And once again, some of these may benefit when using an SMG. You can rush up with an SMG, and you're kind of also immune to shell shock, and you can take more fire damage and explosive damage. So that's another good thing with the armor division. The mountain division is more focused on the snipers. You can actually focus, and when using a sniper, if you use any other division, it's going to be a little harder to kind of get that nice focus with the sniper. You also get, you can see the names from farther away. You increase your minimap coverage, and you're hidden to all player score streaks as well. That includes recons and stuff like that. Now that's actually what I'm using in this gameplay right here with the with this rifle. I'm using the mountain division, and I love it because you're silent, your footsteps are silent, you're immune to recon aircraft, and pretty much any score streaks. So it does allow for some great spawn trapping moments, and even when you're playing some domination, it really comes into play with that and really helps out. And then the last one, expeditionary division. One of the most annoying ones, depending on on what you're using. This is more focused on shotguns. You do get incendiary shells with the shotgun. You get an extra magazine. You're immune to shell shock and tactical equipment as well, and you take less explosive damage. So really, all of these pretty much are the divisions. There's only 4 divisions, I believe, maybe 5. I'm not too sure. And they each have their own, things they do. So, and really, that's why we have 1 basic training. Now, a lot of people were mad about this, that we only get 1 basic training. So that's going to give us this way. You get 4 perks with your basic training, plus your base. You get 4 perks with your division, and then 1 with your basic training. So you pretty much have 5 perks in your class setup. So that's not too bad if you ask me. I think the division system is pretty cool, and it's great that you can prestige them. It keeps the grind going, and you get more XP with every time you prestige them, and you get more rewards. But yeah, I've been running the Airborne Division a while, but I started switching over to the Mountain Division, and I really suggest that for you fast-paced players and people who really play objective. The Mountain Division is perfect for that because, you know, you're immune to their score streaks. So if they're using, you know, a fighter pilot, they won't see you. Recon, you're hidden again. You're you know, pretty much hidden on those. It really just comes into play when you're playing, you know, domination, hardpoint, all those great you know, objective-based games. It really comes into play with those. Also, your footsteps are silent, and if you wear headsets when playing this game, you know that the footsteps in this game are really loud, and it's pretty much crucial to have a headset. You at least want to be able to hear your enemies, because if you can't hear them very well, you're not going to be able to hear their footsteps, and you're not going to be able to get that kill quicker or before they kill you. So headsets are pretty good in this game, and the Mountain Division really, it really does soften. Well, it doesn't soften. It just takes away your footsteps, so you're not even hearable. And, you know, it really helps a lot, especially in Search and Destroy, where you can play that. But for me, I really like this game on objective-based games. It really helps a lot, and I mean, who wouldn't want to be a little bit more silent and a little bit more sneaky without using spray? You know, it's really cool. Also, the basic training is I would pretty much run primed. It's one of those basic trainings I run a lot. I just love the whole fact that I can flinch less and put a 3 attachments on any division. Now, I've also used the Airborne Division a lot. I really like the whole suppressor thing, but you know, after using the you know, the Mountain Division, I just kind of started going towards it a little bit more. I feel like I'm a bit more sneaky with it, and you know, that is the whole point of the Mountain Division. It's a sniper division, but I don't know, I like it a lot more. I understand that you have a suppressor in Airborne Division so well, but I just prefer the Mountain Division on most of my classes, and I would recommend it for you fast-paced players, like I said earlier. Now, if you are more of a slower-paced player, you know, you're just kind of, you know, casual, you're a casual player, the Infantry Division is a pretty good division to run as well. It's just, I think the Infantry Division is really more for the casual player. It does have some things that maybe you more serious players would want. You know, an extra magazine does come in handy, and you don't need to run forage a lot, because if you die, you get an extra magazine. So I guess that's pretty good. If you're a person who's kind of annoyed of the shell shock, then Armor Division is really for you, or even Expeditionary, because it really gets rid of that, and you don't have to worry about shell shock from a friendly grenade or an enemy grenade, and plus you can take more explosive and fire damage when using those, so you can use either one. If you want to be a troller, and I can see a lot of, you know, the troll YouTubers starting to use this, is you can actually use Expeditionary Division. Go ahead and run around with the shotgun, you know, in incendiary shells. People hate that. I actually hate that myself too. So if you want to be annoying, I think the Expeditionary Division is perfect, but it also has its perks when using an SMG, and I've seen this by first-hand experience. It's very good to run this with an SMG because, like I said, you're immune to shell shock, and you take more fire damage. So you know how crucial, or how annoying, not crucial, but how annoying, you know, the Molotovs, the incendiary rounds are in this game. So running that really just helps you avoid that, and especially in you know, objective gameplays, you know, domination. I've had times where I'm using Expeditionary Division and I have an SMG, someone throws a Molotov and I get a little bit of fire damage, but I don't die from it because I can take more damage. So it really comes into play, and you know, I really love what they're doing with these divisions. So if you're struggling to find your division, my recommendation is just mess around with all of them. Find the one that benefits you the most. You know, mess around. Don't, if you're using you know, Mountain Division, but you suck with snipers, then put, you know, maybe a rifle in that division, or a shotgun, or whatever. You know, mess around. I mean, these divisions aren't focused on one gun or one style of gameplay. You can mix it up. You know, Mountain Division is perfect for fast pace, when really it was kind of designed for the slower paced player. It was more designed for, you know, a camping type of game style, if you want to say. But really, you can be pretty fast-paced with that, and pretty much just be anyone in the Airborne Division. And that goes with every single one of these divisions. Mix around with them. You know, mess around with them. Mix things up. Don't just stick to what they're supposed to do. Because really, Call of Duty, you can do many things, and I've seen that in this game alone. There's so many things you can do with these divisions, and mess around with the basic trainings as well. Maybe one basic training works perfect with the other one, with the other division. And you know, you can only really find that out if you start messing around with it. So that's one of my big old tips on, you know, finding the division that works for you. For me, it's Mountain Division. I really love it. I run it on most of my class setups, but I do run infantry and airborne a lot as well. So yeah, guys, you know, I just mess around, find the one that fits you, and you know, rank them up too, because it's pretty cool. You get a lot of XP and you get some cool rewards for them as well. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. You know, if you really liked it, don't forget to give this video a like, you know, subscribe, all that good stuff, and follow me on Twitch. I do stream every Friday, guys. So see you on the next video, man.